Take some 50 ohm coax, you short one end, then measure the resistance with a volt ohmmeter, expecting it to say 50 ohms. Wouldn't that be kind of dumb? Yet, that is similar to what end-fed half-wave antenna builders are doing, claiming extremely low loss in the transformer across the HF bands, 80 through 10 meters, virtually no loss. Here's the test setup. Okay, radio, watt meter, on in number 1, 49 to 1 or whatever it is, on in number 2, 49 to 1, another watt meter, and then a 50 ohm resistive dummy load. Then they'll say something like input is 100 watts, output 94 watts. So that's 6 watts lost in the two transformers, 3 watts each, about 0.13 dB loss per transformer. So the end-fed half-wave transformer is virtually lossless. And you can do something similar, an insertion loss measurement with a VNA like this. So VNA, port number 1, on-in number 1, connected to on-in number 2, and then back to the VNA, port number 2. So what's the problem? Sounds logical, right? The problem is one word: reactance. Remember the old Wendy's commercial where the old lady asked, "Where's the beef?" Well, where's the reactance in these measurements? Let's go to a real RF engineer, ON6URE, Yuri Van Doren, who operates the RF Guru company in Belgium. He explains what we mean by where's the reactance. All right, this is the RF Guru website. A real end-fed half-wave wire does not present a nice 50 ohm resistor at the feed point. At or near resonance, a practical end-fed half-wave feed point often sits somewhere in the range of 2,000 to 5,000 ohms of resistance, plus a significant reactive component because of height, ground, surroundings, wire routing, and couplings. Two important consequences. The transformer is almost never working into a purely resistive load. Most of the current at the primary is reactive current. It circulates in the transformer, heats the core and copper, but does not produce radiated power. In other words, a real end-fed half-wave transformer spends its life handling a high-impedance reactive load under significant SWR, not a calm 50 ohm resistor. That operating point is exactly what the back-to-back test carefully avoids. If you have an 80 through 10 meter end-fed half-wave, you are losing up to 2 dB in the transformer alone. That's 35% of your signal wasted as heat in just the transformer. Add to that transmission line loss. Not saying the end-fed half-wave's a bad antenna. It can be a really good antenna for only 1 or 2 bands, like a half-wave, full-wave combination like 40 and 20 meters. But no end-fed half-wave transformer can efficiently cover 80 through 10 meters, unless your antenna is this, a dummy load. I'd like to read a comment from a retired RF engineer and ham operator named Don, sometimes comments on this YouTube channel. Nobody talks much about reactance, only impedance. Impedance can be just real resistance, but most of the time it's a complex combination of resistance and reactance. From reading the comments on YouTube, I think some people still think you should measure 50 ohms with an ohm meter when checking 50 ohm coax. I agree that testing with only real resistance values doesn't prove much when probably widely varying reactance values are going to be seen in the final application. Now, that makes two highly experienced RF engineers who've said the same thing in this video. The back-to-back unend test for the end-fed half wave is like taking a loudspeaker, measuring its response curve, and proclaiming it's the best-sounding speaker ever without ever listening to it. Does anyone think that this 50 ohm dummy load is anything like a real antenna? If you do, I'd like to sell you this incredible all-band antenna with a perfect SWR for $500, and I take PayPal. Well, what's the right way to measure loss in an RF transformer for an end-fed antenna? You have to create a load in the thousands of ohms, not 50, and make it reactive. You know, like a real antenna? Or use a real antenna. How about that? What's the better alternative to the all-band end-fed half wave? An off-center fed or end-fed off-center fed, which use a much better behaved 4-to-1 transformer, not 49-to-1. Consider subscribing to this channel. Ring the bell for updates, and 73.